I embarrassed my wife in front of our daughter by doing a simple task she was going to add to her to-do list. My wife Sarah is incredibly organized, like scary organized. She has color-coded calendars, multiple to-do lists for different parts of her life, and even plans out what we're having for dinner 3 weeks in advance. Most of the time, this is amazing because she never forgets anything important, but sometimes it gets a little ridiculous. Last Tuesday night, we're sitting on the couch binge-watching some crime show when our 1-2-year-old daughter Katie walks into the living room. She's holding this bright yellow permission slip in one hand and a blue pen in the other. "Mom, I need you to sign this for my field trip to the Science Museum next week," Katie says, waving the paper around. Sarah immediately pauses the TV, which was right in the middle of a dramatic scene, and stands up from the couch. I've been married to this woman for 15 years, so I know exactly what she's about to do without her saying a word. She's walking toward the kitchen to add this to one of her many to-do lists. I'm watching her head toward her little command center where she keeps 3 different notepads and her giant wall calendar, and I'm thinking this is absolutely insane. The permission slip is literally a 30-second job. You write your kid's name in the blank, check yes or no for the optional lunch, sign your name, and boom. So while Sarah's in the kitchen writing "sign Katie's permission slip" on whatever list she uses for school stuff, I grab the form from Katie. "What's your teacher's name again?" I ask her. "Mrs. Rodriguez," Katie says. I fill in Katie's full name, check the box saying we'll pack her lunch instead of paying $5 for the school's questionable pizza, sign my name at the bottom, and hand it back to her. All set. Put it in your backpack so you don't forget it. Katie stuffs the paper in her backpack just as Sarah comes back and plops down on the couch. "Did you need anything else, sweetie?" Sarah asks Katie. "Nope, Dad already signed it," Katie says, and starts heading back to her room. Sarah looks confused. "Wait, what do you mean he already signed it? Where did you just go?" I ask her, even though I already know the answer. "To add Katie's permission slip to my to-do list," Sarah says, looking at me like I'm crazy. "Well, you can cross it off because I already did it while you were gone," I tell her. Katie starts absolutely cracking up, like bent over laughing so hard she can barely breathe. Sarah just stares at me with her mouth hanging open, and I can tell she's trying to figure out if she should be mad or embarrassed. I tried to explain my logic without making her feel worse. "Look, I love how organized you are. It's one of the reasons our family runs so smoothly." But Katie had the form ready, she had a pen, and it took 30 seconds to finish. In the time you spent writing it on your list, it was already done. "But now I have this random task on my list that's already completed," Sarah says, which honestly made me laugh a little. "So cross it off and feel productive," I told her. Katie's still giggling. "Mom, you literally walked away to write down something you could have just done right there." Sarah's face turned red, and that's when she got upset with me. She said I embarrassed her in front of Katie and made her look ridiculous. I told her I wasn't trying to embarrass her, but think about what would have happened if we'd done it her way. Later tonight or tomorrow, she would have seen "sign Katie's permission slip" on her list. She would have called Katie downstairs. Katie would have had to dig through her backpack to find the form. Then Sarah would have had to hunt down a pen. Instead, it was done in 30 seconds while everyone was already in the same room. Sarah agreed that my way made more sense, but she was still annoyed that Katie saw the whole thing and laughed at her organizational system. Now Sarah checks her list twice before adding anything new to them.